MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Houston Astros.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Leading off tonight for Philadelphia, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Correa takes it in. And there's one away.
Batting second here tonight, center fielder Odubel.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Batting third,
now at the plate, David Peralta. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. There's a shot out to right center field. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Springer is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on Cameron Maybin. I was talking about him earlier with some people. I kept telling him he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little earlier.
And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Peralta's under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Verlander's ready. First pitch on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go out.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We are still scoreless.
Hitting on for the Phillies.
So striding forward now, Nick Williams, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Alvarez has logged upwards of 900 innings on the mound so far and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. Alvarez isn't considered by many to be a power pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but he's usually very effective as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that uses his defense and makes the opponent put the ball in play.
Matty V, not all pitchers are going to be swinging this guy. Even though this guy is a power pitcher, he pitches primarily down in the zone, and he looks behind him and he sees 8 fielders with the glove. He needs some help. He's not going to strike a lot of guys out, but he needs some help from his defense.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. No score here as we play inning number 2. Tapped down the line. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now. The 2-2. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. d'Arnaud, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. Springer has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping up to the plate, Michael Franco. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Dribbled down the third baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the.
Leading off for the Astros.
First offering on its way.
George.
Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Here it comes on 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
At the plate, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Williams racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. His line against Justin Verlander, not great. He's 1 for 8. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Hit in the air to right field. Peralta is under it, and the inning is over. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. Still 0-0. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis, and he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And he fouls this one off. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. And he puts it on the ground to second. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Third inning, no score to this point. The 2-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Maben is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. Home half of the third coming up.
Leading off for the Astros, third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. To short. Fielded by Galvis. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Phillies have elected to.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. A neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Coming to the plate now, James Story. His line against Justin Verlander. He's 1 for 5. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. So next to the plate for the Phils, David Peralta. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Now batting, first baseman.
So digging in now, Rhys Hoskins hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. Up next will be Nick Williams. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. On to the Striding in for Houston, Cameron Maven. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
High in the air into shallow left center. Williams is there, and he has it for the out. Digging in now, Tony Kemp, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp.
got a ball, 1 strike.
That fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Through 4, still tied, 0-0.
Leading off for Philadelphia, catcher, Travis John.
Alvarez has his sign. Here comes the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Popped him up. Story coming in. He can't get to it. This one's down. Settling in now, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Back up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. One there on to first, and they get the double play. So striding in, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Maven on the run. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, George Springer. First time up, he went down looking.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Good changeup there to start it out from Verlander. It's strike 1. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Fouled off. Hit back up the middle. Galvis has it. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Number 9.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Gonzalez playing here in his age 29 season. He was a supplemental round selection back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left for Houston. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now batting, Freddie Galvis. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting.
Taking in once again, Cesar Hernandez. No hits to this point. And that's in there for strike 1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Soft liner towards center, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. Long throw to third. And Maven's throw not in time. He's in there at third.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Into the box now, David Peralta. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Springer looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he'll signal to the bullpen. That's going to be it for Henderson Alvarez. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Michael Phillies, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Michael Phillies. First baseman number 17.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No balls and a strike to count. Hard on the ground toward short. Correa is up with it. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, Nick.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Springer. Gone! Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series, as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Missed with a slider.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher, you fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, you're out.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold everything here. We're going to have a conference down that first base line. There may be some discussion as to whether or not this was really a fair ball. And you can see the umpires pointing down the right field line. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Evan Gattis now standing in to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
So coming to the plate, James Story. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hit out towards second. And quickly there are 2 away.
Center fielder, number 3.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Cameron Maybin. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Astros leave one. They're on the short end of a 4-0.
Your attention, please.
Called to the bullpen now as Luke Gregerson will take over here on the mound. Ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that just misses inside. Way in front of a great slider that time. 1-1. Here it comes. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. Ready for another chance? Freddie Galvis. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. Springer back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
2-0.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-0 now.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball 1. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
David Peralta will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. First offering on its way to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Here's Carlos Correa now. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And it's fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Here's George Springer. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Yuli Gurriel is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped toward the second baseman. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Astros go down. Pedro Carvajal has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. Springer on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Nick Williams is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. Little tapper down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting.
Ready now, Travis d'Arnaud. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Hit out towards second. Kemp right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Pretty. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's a pop-up now. Behind the plate, but room for d'Arnaud. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Alex Bregman.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Evan Gattis now standing in. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Peralta is under it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our MLB Network presentation. Chris Davinsky enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Now to the plate, Michael Franco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Correa ranges to his right. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Standing in, Freddie Galvis. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the top of the 9th keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away. Riding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one just missed outside. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself. Striding into the box, James Story. He'll lead things off here in the 9th with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cameron Maybin. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one. Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Houston. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies are 1 step away from a sweep. They take a commanding 3-0 lead here on the road as this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, the Phillies able to claim this victory thanks in no small part to the contributions of this man on the mound, Justin Verlander. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound, and he racked up 10 strikeouts because of it. Solid performance as he leads his guys to victory.
Four nothing the score tonight. The Philadelphia Phillies take a commanding 3-0 lead in this World Series. Justin Verlander gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Astros, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Justin Verlander. The loss goes to Henderson Alvarez. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.